What's up, beer league hockey fans, college hockey fans, and fellow dumpers? Welcome to a special Dump and Skate podcast broadcast, the #1 beer league hockey podcast in the Bluffton, Hilton Head area, Savannah, Pooler, Georgia area, and the Aurora, Oswego, and Naperville, Illinois area, and the countries of Israel, Canada, Colombia, and Bosnia. For those of you turning in for the first time, I'm the podcast scheduler, social media content creator, official video and audio editor, the broken, old, and decrepit bender, the ball buster, Jeremy. If you guys are looking for professionalism on this broadcast, mute it and listen to Barry Manilow Abdu. With me, as always, the man that makes this podcast possible, the only producer that doesn't do any editing, the talent of the podcast, but not on the ice, the most loyal friend and brother that will always have your back on and off the ice, the team dad, Jeremy. I'm Barry Manilow Holland. And we have a new person with us today, Ava Carlson, working the camera. So, she is taking the place of Lindsay. So, she used to do this in high school. She is the Dump and Skate intern for the day.
Congratulations.
Go ahead. And,
welcome to the podcast Dump and Skate intern. For the podcast broadcast. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all shapes, sizes, and flavors? We're super excited to bring to you a 2-week old rematch now. So was it 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, you have to speak into the microphone. It's hard to hear if you don't speak towards the microphone.
I'm sorry, I was just watching the camera and stuff like that. So it was 2 weeks. The Eagles came out with a 2-0 win, and our 2-0.
Good grief.
They're 2-0.
Words are hard. Georgia Southern drove up to Birmingham, played UAB in their home barn, and came away with 2 wins on the weekend. They were 2-0 for the weekend. They scored more than 2 goals. So UAB has returned the favor, has traveled down to little old Savannah, Georgia, and should be a good tilt this evening. Puck drops somewhere around 7:20, and have another game tomorrow at 4 p.m.
And we will be doing the live stream tomorrow at 4. Watch our stream and not our competition, because we're cooler, we're funnier, we're better looking.
That guy looks like a refrigerator with picks.
Did Michael pick that up? It's okay. All right.
That's for now.
If any of the admins play in the GPAHL and you want a fat shame email, go ahead and send it to Jeremy Holland, because I got an email. Listen to the prank episode, you'll know what I'm talking about.
As you heard Abdu mention, we do have the UAB broadcast team that traveled with us. They are set up. He didn't, but I will. They are set up.
Don't even look at them.
About 20 feet higher than we are behind us in the stands.
If
Joke's on them, the signal's worse up there. So if you enjoyed their broadcast,
unless they got a really good Wi-Fi.
If you're listening to this and you happen to be listening to the broadcast last week, I can't move anywhere. Anyway.
We good? Let us know where you're watching the broadcast from.
In the comments.
We have our good friend, number 20, Houdini. We have...
Abdu is the master with the numbers, so we're going to let him read through the rosters of both.
Oh, I can't pronounce the names. You're better
than
I am.
I'm going to butcher some names right out of the gate. So we'll go for UAB's, oh, gracious, roster first. At number 9, Rafael Verteramo. Number 10, Gabriel Dufour. Number 12, Chase Devons. Number 13, Matthias Moyugan. Number 17, Thomas Mata. 20, Ryan Carlson. 22, Joseph Hume. 23, Christian Lohr. 27, that's actually a pretty dope name, Christian Lore. That's
Yeah.
thing sweet. 27, Jasper Franklin. 45, Timothy O'Shea. Like, always got to like an O'Shea. I'm pretty sure that's how that's pronounced. 47, Caden Loans. 50, Wyatt Trimble. 72, Eugene Kang. 77, William Hay. 87, Johnny Hume. Do we have another Hume a minute ago? Maybe not. Yeah, Joseph and Johnny Hume. Those must be brothers. 88, AJ Kane. 93, William Creech. In net, it'll be either number 29, Jaden Scott, or number 33, Ian Van Bergen. For Georgia Southern, we have number 2, Brody Jajeski. Number 3, excuse me, Ian Kastenfeld. Number 6, Damian Spitz. Number 7, Caden Lemoyne. Number 9, John Watt. Number 10, Ryan Brooks. Number 11, Broderick Dennis. Number 16, Kenny Smith. 17, Matt Pellegrino. 18, Rob Cooch. Number 19, Brad Willman. Number 20, Houdini himself, Corey Ward. Number 22, Nick Fawcett. Number 27, the Fondue Boo, Pete Rossi. Number 28, Walker Smedlin. Number 34, Jackson Dilla. Number 35, Ryan Weaver. Number 89, Julian Perino. Number 91, Grant Guy Lights Die. Number 96, Evan Joyner. In net, we will have some combination of number 1, Kyler Rhodes. Number 30, Adam Contreras. And number 88, Luke Stansbury. That's your roster. It's probably the last time you'll hear us use last names because, quite honestly, we just don't know them all.
And there is a scratch. Bradley Willman will not be playing tonight.
Although it looked like he was out there just wearing the wrong jersey.
Just to let you guys know, they will be, is it an auction or are they just doing a selling of the jerseys for GSU? Do you know?
I do not, in fact,
Okay,
know the
I
answer
do
to
know that GSU game-worn jerseys will be for sale. All right, sorry about that. I do know that the GSU jerseys, game-worn jerseys, will be for sale. We'll try to get more for you on that. I do know that number 27 is a very high requested jersey. Not because it's number 27, but because he is my fondue boo. He's mine, Rue, not yours.
Wow.
I'm really sorry about this music. This is really bad music
I don't think
for a
they can fully
warm-up.
hear it through here because I can't hear it, but it
Okay.
is.
This is really bad warm-up music. We have Tichy in the score box, so we're going to blame him for the music.
He's running the clock, though, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, warm-ups are coming to a close. The boys are going to head back to their locker rooms, get pumped up for a good game tonight, and we'll be back with you here. We'll be back with you here shortly.
Watch our feed and not the other team's feed.
Big round of applause for the referees as they hit the ice. Everybody loves them, except for the players. Way to go, Stripes. And that one guy's got a mustache on him, eh? Shout out to a friend of the show, Alex Ovechkin. He's one goal away from tying the great one, Wayne Gretzky's goal record. Are their assists relatively close, too? Aren't their assists kind of close?
Not close enough.
Not close at all, are they?
Not at all.
No.
Because
Ovechkin's not much for passing.
I'll tell you what, if I were the Blackhawks, I would just pull the goalie now. So the game-tying goal would be an empty net goal in the first period.
Just go ahead and give the game tying and the record holding goal.
Basically,
boom, get them both.
Basically, with the Blackhawks, that's what it is, anyways.
Everyone gets their records on the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Nice, I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we saved you from most of the terrible music that was playing as we waited.
Absolute piss poor music by Jeff. Not so long. Halitosis, bad breath. It was horrible.
That was exceptionally aggressive.
So, anyways, they were playing screaming death metal. And then now we just got basically.
Gentlemen, welcome to tonight's game between your Georgia Southern Eagles.
We're going to get a little national anthem going here. Sounds like Jeff Long's going to sing it personally. I think Jeff seems to think we may be in Birmingham still, as he announced the home team first and the visiting team second. It's okay, Jeff. We'll figure it out eventually. He's
Oh my gosh,
being
Jeff.
instructed on what to do, and looks like.
So for tonight's starting lineups, first for the UAB Blazers, at left wing, Ryan Castle. At right wing, Joseph Hughes. At center, Johnny Hughes. Left defense, Wyatt Trimble. Right defense, Chase Dennis. And starting in goal, Ian Venbergen. And now for your Georgia Southern Eagles, starting at left wing, Pete Rossi.
I love you.
Starting at right wing, Grant Dye.
Love you.
Starting center, Julian Perino.
Daddy.
Left defense, Matthew Pellegrino. And right defense, Rob Cooch. And starting in net for your Georgia Southern Eagles, Tyler Rose. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise as we go ahead and honor America with the national anthem. Oh, sing, and you see our dawn to be light. Oh, so bright we had at twilight. Whose broad stride and bright star through the pale sky. Oh, the rain upon we was so glad each day. And rockets bright. Through the night, and I fly still there. Say that spangled banner. Oh, the land And oh, 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 hey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by one and only Jeff Long.
Yeah, sorry if this game goes past your bedtime because of that. This guy has no idea what he's doing.
It's okay. Calm down, guy. Everybody has a first day on the job sometime.
Oh, this is not his first day.
Okay, well, everybody has a day on the job. Sometimes it's not as good of a day on the job. I had a bad day on my job today. Referees exchanging ceremonial fist bumps before they get started.
If you listen to our podcast, we're all about the fist bumps. All right.
We can't. It's not going to come through. The music selection's gotten slightly better. We're ready to go.
Not sure why they're playing Bust a Move for the opening puck drop right here. So if we lose, it's basically because of the music.
Pretty much.
Like right now, I would be playing Pink Pony Club over this. Anything over this for opening.
Literally. And here we go. We're ready for the opening face-off drop. Referee looks like he's smuggling 25 pucks over here to the score box, trying to get it over the glass. Can't twice.
Wow.
And third time. Boy,
Jeez
this referee is
Louise.
really struggling here.
Hey!
Oh! It's incredible. Team ref.
We just probably cost him a penalty right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're underway. Face-off win by UAB, fed back to the D. Quick pass up to the center and chipped gently into the zone. Rob Cooper
Hooch
retreats and
Daddy.
covers and up, out, and
Good play.
and
Using the
slowed
boards.
down
Why
the
can't
neutral
he
zone.
do that in a 40-plus game or a B-League game with
Well,
us?
you know, slightly different. UAB carries to the neutral zone, mates the zone,
Cooper
and
with
Rob
another good
wisely
play.
chips the puck high and out. Looks like no ice called here. UAB retreats to recover. UAB settles behind the net and quickly passes out and up the ice. Broken up again by, looks like, Matt Pellegrino there.
Pellegrino wanted Runch for this broadcast, but he's got to help me with that. Oh, good
Quick.
save by Kyler.
Quick shot on net. Great save by Kyler. We're going to look up, who is that? Number 2? What that says? It is a number 2. I don't have number 2 on our player sheet for UAB.
Speaking of number 2, that burger was good. I can't wait to let our fans know how the number 2 came out tomorrow at 4 p.m. for the game 2.
Is it going to come out at 4 p.m.?
It might.
All right.
It might.
Here comes Southern up the ice, way offsides, and looks like Grant Dye touches it because he just don't care. Honey Badger don't
care. A good
care.
indication
Honey
of
Badger
it
don't
being
care.
offside is like when the referee's yelling off,
And their
I'm
hands
thinking,
go up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
typically.
still play it, so I get an
It's,
offside.
you know.
I still play it.
And here we go, some music.
It's the
playing.
guy lights.
Oh.
It's the guy lights.
It's their
My
music.
God, it's music. I'm sorry, guys, with the music.
Face off won by Georgia Southern. Cross ice pass quickly, and Southern is in the zone but unable to maintain control of the puck. UAB chips it up and out, but Southern regains control and cycles back through the neutral zone. And here comes Southern. Southern in the zone, Perino down the side, carrying behind the net, continuing to carry. A little bit of light body play there by UAB. Quick shot on net. Unable to get the rebound is Pete Rossi, but fighting for the puck is Pete. And UAB clears his own, chips it away, but Georgia Southern maintains control once again. Southern being patient back in their own zone. Whoops, and overskates and forgets the puck. Quick recovery, and here comes Southern again. Looks like Caden Lemoyne dumps it in. It hangs up along the corner, and UAB high up and around and clears the zone.
Oh,
Bad giveaway there by Southern, playing just a little bit too much in the neutral zone.
looked like Cooper the other night.
The ice looks to be really sticky on this, and that's the second guy I've seen overskate the puck. Little confusion there. Goalie for UAB wanted icing. Referees were saying no ice, and we don't know which one was right.
It is very humid here in Savannah.
This is an older barn, not the best ventilation, dehumidification, and things. A bit sticky down in front of Georgia Southern's net. Here we go up the ice. Looks like,
Good
is that
breakout.
Perino? Quick skate, fires, and a quick goal there by Julian Perino. Perino known for his celebrations.
Very soft
somewhat,
on the celly there. Very soft on the celly. He promised me a good one.
Southern's on the board first here. 17:32 in the first period, and Georgia Southern is up 1-0.
Top cheese.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of technical difficulties here. We're working on our equipment, so possession. We've been muted for like the whole time.
Have we really? Oh my gosh, you guys, we're really sorry. We have been muted and did not know it.
The ops from up above must have come down and hit the mute button. I swear I thought it unmuted.
So that
welcome
they
to the
didn't
podcast, everyone.
Holy
Julian
crap.
Perino scored a goal. If you were listening on silent mode there for a minute, it wasn't your computer, it was our computer. A couple of our faithful listeners were not in the chat, and
Yeah,
they
thanks
would have
for
told
letting us know.
Teach, you should be watching as well as running the scoreboard, you jerk.
Holy crap, they missed.
Look, our viewership's automatically bumped up. The voices brought you here. Quick win up, kept in by Rob Cooch, fired on net, but deflected over to the
You
side.
guys didn't miss much other than
A goal by Perino and a weak celly.
very weak celly.
Big hit coming across the ice, Pete Rossi. Julian Perino, I think. No, that's Grant. A lot of bouncy pucks here. A lot of bouncy pucks in both ends of the ice tonight.
Didn't get the national anthem or anything. You guys did not miss any of the bad music by Jeff Long.
Southern carries the puck out. That looks like Julian Perino. Pass back to Pete Rossi. Handles, walks into a crowd, chips back over to Perino. Perino chips back into the slot. Quick shot. Goalie doesn't even see it, but makes the save. Chipped up high and out of the zone by UAB, and Southern retreats and recovers. UAB making a change. Georgia Southern not really trying to take advantage of it, and it looks like Georgia Southern does make the zone. We lost Pete along the boards there. Bit foggy in here along the glass. Ooh, big whiff on a hit. Georgia Southern puck behind the net, hits the brakes and retreats out the other side. Chips up, high and out, and Pete puts a little pressure there in the zone for Georgia Southern. UAB maintains control. Oh, and a giveaway, but dumped right in, and Georgia Southern has to touch up. Pinch by Perino. Up, puck comes out, but Georgia Southern safely grabs and maintains control and begins to work the puck back up the ice.
Big hit.
Nice hit right along the blue line. Looks like that might have been Grant Dye. I think that's Brooke. That's Dennis. Dennis carries the puck into the zone, but Georgia Southern unable to do anything much with it after that. Dumps down. Looks like we're getting an icing call here. So once again, if you're just jumping in here, guys, 13:27 left in the first period. 1-0 score. Georgia Southern on top, and Georgia Southern really controlling the pace of play at the moment. A couple of big-ish hits. One big attempt on the hit behind the net on good friend of the show, Pete Rossi. Pete nimbly ducks underneath the hit and avoids what would have been a pretty good one. So,
for those of you guys listening for the first time, we are a podcast brand. Follow us on social media, Dump and Skate Podcast. We are on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Please like and share and spread the word.
UAB carries in the corner, takes a quick shot that Kyler kicks aside. Slow shot from the point that Kyler attempts to glove away, but unable to. Attempted clearing pass, doesn't make it out, but Southern recovers and carries it out. Great move.
Good move
by Caden Lemoyne. Carried into the corner by Walker Smedlin, but unable to maintain possession. Number 11, Broad Dennis chips it away from the UAB players. Quick shot on net, steered aside by Kyler. Cade Lemoyne behind the net. Quick pass out to Broad Dennis. Dennis right through several UAB players, continuing to carry with a lot of heavy traffic and a lot of sticks, knock it loose, and UAB's goalie makes a good save there with a shot coming from the corner.
We went out to dinner with Pack last night, and he did say that UAB has not won a game all season. So last time Georgia Southern played, UAB did have a 4-1 lead over Southern, and Southern came back to win.
Music man's still trying to figure out that you play the music when the puck's not in play and turn it off when the puck is in play. It's okay, guys. He'll eventually get it straight. Georgia Southern playing with the puck behind the net a bit, attempts to kind of have a flipsy-doodle behind and fails, but keeps the puck in the zone here. Number 2, Brody Jajeski, quick turn off the board, steps to the middle, pass. Looks like he might get a shot from Pellegrino here. And UAB's player makes a glove save high, but the puck barely makes it out of the zone, and no one knew where it went to. UAB has the puck in the neutral zone. Interesting hit there by number 6, Damian Spitz, where he fell down. Pass to the middle, and unfortunately, UAB misses it, as does Georgia Southern's players. A little bit of sloppy hockey here after the first 10 minutes or so of play. Southern trying to get out of their own zone. UAB doing a decent job keeping it pinched in.
Good patience there.
Is that Grant? Or is that Spitz? I think that's Damian. Damian working the puck down low, trying to get the puck out. Finally, they clear. Brody Jajeski all by himself. Works to the slot. Nice passes, but unfortunately to nobody. And the puck clears out of the zone. Looks like Caden recovers. Caden Lemoyne recovers, and Broad Dennis sauces up and just misses Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith, a little bit of forechecking pressure here, though, on UAB. Nice battle for the puck, and UAB kicks the puck clear of the zone. Georgia Southern resets. Here comes Caden Lemoyne. Quick shot. Goalie saves it. Oh, but it's still a loose puck, and Caden Lemoyne slides in with a beautiful backhand. Goalie made the initial save, but gave up a rebound, and I think lost sight of the puck. Caden Lemoyne followed his own shot and had a fantastic bury. I think Caden Lemoyne's family might be here. These people are screaming louder.
Fans in this sellout crowd. It may look empty, but it is a sold-out crowd here.
It's because they don't sell those seats on that side. If you had the camera on us, you'd see it's sold out.
As you can hear.
Face off. Corey Ward carries the puck through.
Houdini with the play. And a nice little dump. Houdini with a nice little dump.
Corey Ward with a little hustle here. Looks like he's setting up for a hit. Georgia Southern, great pinch in, but UAB comes out of the zone. Here comes UAB with a little bit of momentum. Another great breakup by Georgia Southern's defensive core back there. Some sluggish forechecking here from Georgia Southern. These boys might need a change as UAB is walking through those forwards currently. Great stop by the D. Looks like that's Caden Lemoyne again. Not satisfied with one goal so far in this period. He's working for another. Oh, attempted the pass and bumps off a UAB player's skates. Corey Ward fires it back up to Lemoyne. Lemoyne fires a shot on net. And the UAB goalie, Van Bergen, makes a beautiful glove save, catching it like a catcher right in front of his chest.
Oh, my God.
We will continue.
Guys, I'm very embarrassed to say that
I don't think you guys can hear the music selection, which is probably good because it ain't that great. Face-off won by Georgia Southern. Controlled shot fired, but just wide, but recovered by Grant Dye in the corner. Fed to the back to, is that Pete? Pete behind the net. Unable to work a shot that falls. UAB carries out, but gets broken up just inside the zone. Yeah, it looked like Perino saw it coming, kind of pulled up, and could have been really bad. Just lost his footing, looks like. Oh, man.
Fondue Boo offsides.
Yeah, it looks like that might have been a little bit of a happy whistle from the linesman there. Didn't look like it was offsides from up here, but we're not wearing the stripes they are. I will say that guy did have a hard time getting the puck up over to the glass several times, so you question his eyesight. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to question the referees. You're never going to win the argument if you ever watch the last.
Never going to win the
Holy Moses, that music just...
Julian Perino with a quick shot. Oh, quick whistle. Looked like they thought the goalie had it covered. Goalie did not have it covered, but that's okay. Here again, we are team referee.
Don't even.
This is some weird music, ladies and gentlemen. This is just weird. I don't know what to tell you. It's rough. Enjoy. Oh, man. That was a really bad hit. Looks like the UAB player lost his footing, and what was going to be a shoulder-to-shoulder check turned into a shoulder-to-head check.
Looked like he lost his memory. He doesn't even know where he's at.
Yeah, that was rough. I hope he's okay. That was bad looking. UAB able to clear the puck, though. Quick chip back in. And, again, that's another one on goal when they're offsides. That's great breakup here by Perino. Struggling to get back on sides. Southern with the same group of forwards, been out there for a minute now. 8:38 left in the first period. UAB dumps it in deep and sends one light with pressure. Rob Cooch retreats, carries the puck, and waits. Long, dangerous pass by Julian Perino up to Grant Dye. Grant Dye streaking up the boards. Makes a move to the middle, but forgets to carry the puck with him. Recovers the puck in the corner, absorbs a big hit. A little bit of help there from Pete Rossi down low. Rossi and Dye down in the corner fighting for the puck. Trickles along to Rossi. Rossi working behind the net. Back to Dye. Dye in the corner. In the middle. Bouncing puck. Kicked away. Pellegrino with the puck at the point. Bobbles it. Everyone misses it. And Georgia Southern retains the puck. Pete from the goal line tries to chip in. And the puck is in the net. Looks like Pete Rossi gets his third goal of the season or fourth goal of the season. Blowing kisses to the broadcast crew because he's our guy. Pete Rossi, student athlete. We're going to be in trouble. No, I have to go find the camp periods. UAB wins the draw, dumps it back, and a little bit of immediate pressure again from Southern. Southern with a little bit of energy now after those last couple of goals here.
All right. Are you sure?
Big GSU sandwich over there on the UAB player. Looks like the puck chips up and into the UAB bench and out of play. We're going to get a stoppage here. 7:22 left in this first period. 3-0, Georgia Southern. Face-off won by UAB back in their own zone. Georgia Southern with some very, very quick forechecking pressure here. That's your boy, 7-2.
Who's my boy?
Oh,
shot.
quick shot by Broad Dennis, who then points and calls his own goal as if the referee needed a hand. Great job. Sorry, guys, the broadcast team was a little distracted there as we were discussing a couple of things off camera. Another quick goal here by Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern 4-0, 6:58 left in the first period.
Oh my gosh.
Did I miss something?
It sounded like static. Absolute static.
Face-off won by UAB, but quickly given away, and Georgia Southern gets possession of the puck in the neutral zone. Looks like Jajeski continue to carry a lot of pressure here from UAB now. Down the boards in the Georgia Southern zone. Fight along the boards that the broadcast team can't quite see. Some big hitting coming from UAB down there in the corner. Looks like the puck's just kind of froze up along the boards. 2 or 3 guys down there, a lot of pushing and shoving. Looks like we're going to get a penalty here, probably a cross check. Not sure exactly who it's
Pushing and
against.
shoving, a punch to the face, and that's it. The referee got in the way.
Linesman getting out there in a quick, fast hurry. But a hand up. Looks like this is Brody Jajeski coming to the box. Guys are still steady chirping. It's hockey. Looks like GSU is going to go to the box. We'll see what the referee calls. Yep. Looks like maybe we won't see what he calls. Guessing it's going to be 2 minutes. Maybe. Did he make a call and we just missed it?
No, I was watching for it.
All right.
When I
Well,
saw the punch to the face, nothing happened after that.
it looked like he blew the whistle
the
when
Jimmy
UAB
DeLoach.
touched it up. But
2 minutes for Jimmy DeLoach.
Yeah, we'll let you know as soon as we know what the penalty was for. We're assuming it's 2 minutes, but we don't know either. 2 minutes for cross-checking. That's what it looked like from the booth, was he was giving some guys pretty good cross-check in the back. You can't do that and get away with it. Broken up there by Damian Spitz and just chipped down and deep. 2-minute penalty for Brody Jajeski. Brody, not one typically in the penalty box, so something must have made him a little mad. Southern continues to take the puck away here, dumps it back deep. Southern making some changes, UAB making some changes, getting some fresh legs and some different folks out there on the ice. UAB going to work the breakout from behind the net, and here they come. Just kidding, as they've cycled the puck right back behind the net.
Fooled you, April Fools.
Now here they come. Working through the neutral zone is UAB. GSU with a good quick step and a quick breakup. Holds them off sides. Southern with the puck and a quick dump by Matt Pellegrino.
Speaking of quick dump, I had a blue cheeseburger today with dinner. Might be going through me here in a little bit, so if you don't hear from me.
Looks like Georgia Southern dumps the puck all the way down, and then UAB gets an icing call. Very clearly, Julian Perino picked up the puck behind UAB's net and fires it all the way down the ice. Linesman made a little bit of a boo-boo there, and looks like he blew an icing call. Now, the broadcast team is not professional officials, but our limited understanding of how this works is once you've called icing, even if it's the wrong call, you have to hold to it. Looks like we're going to get a center ice draw, though.
Seems like the Gremlins out there.
He strikes again.
Yeah, or he stripes again.
Stripes again. Yeah, nice one. We'll be here most of the night, unless the blue cheeseburger comes back to bite. UAB with the puck coming through the neutral zone. And great back check by Georgia Southern. Breaks it up, gets a trip. Looks like they're going to get that call here. UAB's going to touch it up, and here it is. UAB's going to get, we're going to get some even hockey here for a minute. That's the call on the ice. I didn't see which number it was, but very clearly a trip Didn't look like it was intentional, just stuck the stick trying to get to the puck and got it tangled up between Georgia Southern's feet. I know. We all know it wasn't intentional, my guy. We know it wasn't intentional. It doesn't matter.
Just
You
get
still
to the
tripping.
box. You can't win an argument with the referee. Here is where the camera will start going to the rafters. You can't win an argument with the referee. Just get to the box. Stop arguing with the referee. Cue the rafters. The floating tripod rafters. That's it. I'm out of here, guys. I'm leaving. You good?
A little bit of 4-on-4 hockey. No, cameraman, you're doing great. We're making some commentary on some past broadcasts that were not associated with the very professional Dump and Skate broadcast. 4-on-4 hockey here, guys, for at least maybe a minute, maybe a little less than a minute. Draw one. Quick shot by Grant Dye. Misses everything there and fires it in the corner. Looks like that was thrown in front by Caden Lemoyne. Nobody there. 4-on-4 hockey, like a little bit of roller hockey here, guys. A little bit of slamming and bamming. Grant Dye's a big boy. That little bump's not going to knock him off the puck, though, ladies and gentlemen. Julian Perino, not content to help out his line mate, says, here, you cleared the puck from that scrum. Go back to the scrum. A little bit of even strength hockey now here.
Nice save.
Saved by Broad Dennis here. Chips across. Caden Lemoyne chips it down. Looks like Jajeski has come straight on the ice and gone straight to the slot. Julian Perino with the puck at the point. Long pass across ice. Georgia Southern on the power play. Looks like we've got a penalty coming here, and it looks like it's going to be against Georgia Southern. He's got an interference call on somebody. Grant Dye. I don't know why I'm confusing the two of them. They wear different numbers.
So if you listen to the podcast, you know that Holland's not really good with names on the ice. He gets Cohen and Sprint's all mixed up.
To be fair, they look like twins in equipment.
Well, maybe Perino and Grant look like twins.
They do a little bit.
They hang out with each other a lot, too, so the
They
two
do.
shall become one.
So we're going to get another little bit of 4-on-4 hockey here. Looks like we had about 40 seconds maybe of 5-on-4. So, yeah, here we go. UAB is going to get a 4-on-4, get a little bit of a reprieve here from their penalty kill. Southern controls the puck. Julian Perino. Pete Rossi making a quick run. Great pass by Julian Perino. Pete Rossi content to work his way back behind the net. Chips out. Good puck work down low here. Perino to Rossi. Quick shot.
Nice.
From Perino and a goal. Perino now counting the number of goals he scored this game against right in front of the UA bench. Probably not the most sportsmanlike thing to do.
Now he's taunting.
We're only in the first period here, folks. It's 5-0. The taunting's already starting. That's probably not a great thing to do. I can say, honestly, I don't really condone that. That's not cool.
Unless it's a part of your game.
KK,
That's
we
all
don't
you
know
got
who you
going
are,
for
but
you?
we feel the same way about Perino sometimes. Penguin feet Perino.
Georgia Southern Eagles goal scored by Julian Perino.
We're still even strength hockey here for probably another 30 seconds or so before UAB comes out and is on a power play. Caden Lemoyne works the puck but bobbles it a little bit here, but works his way past a big hit. Controls the puck, chips it. Oh, but a bad pass and a fall down by Dennis, and UAB is coming out the back door here. Get an offsides call, astute call there by the linesman who was right on the blue line and blew it immediately. Looks like they got about 20 seconds left on the power
Really?
play.
You couldn't hear that from here.
We know that
Good
because
job,
the
Kyler.
goalie, Kyler, was screaming as if his life depended on it. Face-off won by Damian Spitz of Georgia Southern, who works his way up the middle but unable to get all the way through to UAB players, and UAB comes back to the neutral zone. UAB struggling to get the puck across the blue line without being offsides right now. That's two of them in a row. It looks like some bobbled pucks and some delayed entering the zone has costed them a little bit of a break
This
here.
could. What is? Jeff!
Just pleased with the music selection, to say the least. Georgia Southern carrying the puck in. Damian Spitz once again works his way wide. Quick shot. But UAB defenseman knocks it away with a stick. UAB back on the power play here. Georgia Southern retreat with possession of the puck. Probably about a 40-second 4-on-5 here for Southern before they go back to all even 5-on-5 hockey. UAB dumps the puck in and around. Matt Pellegrino hard charging into the corner. Puck chipped up and out by Georgia Southern's Damian Spitz. UAB recovers. Chipped up in, but not quite all the way across the goal line. Georgia Southern recovers. Georgia Southern, once again, dumps it down. UAB recovers and carries out of their own zone. UAB makes the zone cleanly this time. Quick move to the outside, but unable to get a shot off. Ooh, quick wraparound shot, saved by Kyler. Great leg save there, working across the pipes.
Grant dies out of the box now.
Chajewski hung up behind the net a little bit there, but no call. And who's that? Damian Spitz. Quick shot and a quick save by the goalie in his glove. Damian Spitz did a lot of work on that penalty kill, so good to see him get a nice last run there late in that shift and get a shot on net. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. That was John Watt. I think Spitz and Watt both have mustaches, so it confused me from up here. One of them wears number 6, one of them wears number 9. Sometimes I stand on my head while we're doing the broadcast, so you can see the confusion.
It's a Cohen Sprents moment right there.
But I really was right, 6 and 9. So I had it, I was close. Great pinch there by one Robert Cooch. UAB carries the puck into the zone, chips it high up and over at the points, and UAB dumps it in. Rod Dennis behind the net now with the puck. Quick pass up the ice to Corey Houdini Ward, who unable to control it and gives it away to UAB. UAB carried the puck through the neutral zone with a little bit of speed here. Quick move, head down, and that could have been really disastrous, but thankfully the puck slowed up in the wet ice and saved him from a huge collision. Ryan Brooks out there for Georgia Southern putting on some good pressure. I think that's Corey Ward down there in the corner fighting for the puck with a couple of UAB players. Corey Houdini Ward with the puck. Attempted toe drag, but just biffs it. Come on, Corey. Number 9, John Watt. I got it right this time. Playing D. Chips the puck. Baseball bat swings and hits nothing.
Oh, come on, Fair.
UAB offsides, but recovers through the neutral zone and carries it back onsides this time. Quick shot kicked aside by Kyler. Another attempt to the slot, unable to get all the way through, and it looks like Rod Dennis is coming out with a lot of speed. Works to the middle in the slot, takes the shot up and out and back into play, but not before it bounces off of the wall there outside of the ice. So we get
20 seconds left in the first period.
20.9 seconds left here in the first period. GSU up 5-0. UAB with a couple of good opportunities here late, with a couple of quick shots. Kyler Rhodes, though, not falling asleep. Alert back there and ready to slide left and right, left and right. Way to go, Kyler. Quick draw, Georgia Southern wins, but UAB takes it away, maintains possession, and works the puck out of the zone. Not quite, though, as a good forecheck there by Georgia Southern keeps it pinched in. Puck wraps up and around, and we get no ice call here with about 5 seconds left. It looks like Southern is going to be content to hold the puck behind their own net. Just kidding. They're going to fire it up the boards with about 1 second left.
Made you look.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first period, and it's 5-0 Georgia Southern. We'll be back with you here in just a little bit for the second period.
All right, so I am here with Ava. Is it Ava?
Ava,
Ava. She is doing the camera work in Lindsay's absence today. She is the goalie for the Georgia Southern women's hockey team. This is your first year program, correct?
Yes, sir.
How has your season gone? What would you like to improve on next year? And what are the goals for next year?
Well, right now we are just starting out as a program. As you had mentioned, this is our first year. So, I mean, we're just starting out. Most of our girls did just start playing hockey at the beginning of the semester, but we've made pretty good improvement, I'd say. I'm very proud of our girls for how we've come along in our season. We still have some big steps we want to take to get forward to where we want to be for next season, since right now our season's over. But we practice hard, play to get ready to play even harder.
How did your
And
season go?
uh,
How many games did you play? How many wins? How many losses?
so we did not win any games, unfortunately, this year.
Not bad for a first year program.
I mean, first year program,
and
yeah.
you said there's a couple girls that just started playing.
Yeah,
as well?
a couple girls that even just started skating, but we've made some really great steps to working ourselves up to prepare for next year.
What would you
especially.
like to do next year to help improve the team, get more players, get the word out there?
To, of course, do some outreach too, let the world, know that we are a program. Georgia Southern does have a women's program. Get some more girls on the team because we'd like to increase our numbers a bit. That would help us out a whole lot. But I would love to see our team keep making big strides to work on game performance. But I think we're doing pretty good at practices so far.
Yeah, I see you guys every Monday night.
Every Monday
out there.
night, 10
Every
o'clock.
Monday night, yeah. Do you guys have social media that people can follow you and learn more about what you guys do?
Yes, we do. We got Instagram at Southern W Hockey and a TikTok page with the same name, Southern W Hockey. Rocking this logo on our jersey if y'all use visual references, but we post frequently to get the word out, and we have a player interest form on the Instagram to anyone out there who would be interested in playing. But yeah, follow us.
Are
if
you
can.
going to be returning next year as well as a player?
Absolutely. I
Nice.
love playing.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, thank you again for hopping on here in between periods. Thank you for your camera work. We really appreciate
No
it. Go Eagles.
Hail
And
Southern.
If you guys are, if the ladies are looking to join the team next year, you can hit us up on Dump and Skate and also just their social media that you mentioned.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Keep on doing what you're doing. Go Eagles.
Hail Southern.
Referees are back, and so are we, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for those of you for staying with us through the break. You really got into the thing and commented on yourself.
How do you know that's me? That could be somebody else. Maybe it's Jeremy Roenick.
You really got in the comments and commented on how awesome you are? Super weird.
Could do the same thing.
Super weird.
This is way better than what they were playing earlier.
At least we can dance a little bit to it. Looks like Julian Perino's out here explaining to the referee that he intends to taunt their bench even more this period if he scores another goal. Big if. We're just kidding. We don't condone the taunting. It's not a nice thing to do. Here comes UAB back onto the ice for the beginning of the second period. Looks like Georgia Southern. You can't see it through the fog, but Georgia Southern is making their way back to their bench and back onto the ice for the second period as well. The fog on the glass is kind of a neat effect. It's like the guys are just coming out of like a fog, like a smoke tunnel
Like
or
a
whatever.
smoke
There.
tunnel. The NFL. It's a special effect we have down here.
That's right.
In our
called humidity.
sponsored by the Dump and Skate. In our budget. It's in our budget.
We're the humidity barn. Why did we get like the tuba version of this?
It's the trumpet version. For those of you guys just wondering, there is a trumpet for sale on eBay. Go check it out. It can help pay for the B&R. Speaking of B&R, we have the Georgia Southern's helmet, jerseys, gloves, socks, and shells. Some of the sticks by some of the players are all from B&R Sports. That's brsport.com. The trumpet is actually what helped pay for the Georgia Southern gear, and that's just a joke. For those of you guys that listen to our podcast, they know what I'm talking about. Hashtag rusty trombone.
Ryan Paulson, I guess, is wearing number 2, but he's listed on the roster as 20. So he was one I was looking for earlier. Couldn't say the name, see the nameplate. He's on our side now, so I can actually see him. Georgia Southern all on their feet on the bench. Very excited about the start of the second period. Stick breaking over there. I don't know if we're at a U8 game or what's going on here.
Sound like an old aluminum Easton stick there.
Seriously. And we're underway here in the second period, ladies and gentlemen. UAB working to get the puck out of their own zone. Georgia Southern fighting to keep it in. Puck comes through the neutral zone, chips high up and in to Georgia Southern zone. Quick shot on net. Glove saved. Oh, saved by the very, very, very wet rink. That was incredible if you missed it.
That puck just stopped.
I mean, died. I don't know that it was going to make it there anyways, but man, that was definitely saved by an incredibly wet section of ice down there. Puck chips up and I guess played just barely out there onto the player's bench. You got a lot of players standing on the bench. Referee's going to call that as a dead play, understandably so. That was incredible. So Kyler comes out to make a big save, comes too far out, loses the stick, scrambles to get back up. UAB player flips the puck towards the net, but doesn't elevate it, and it slides and stops after 3 feet after he touched it. I mean, just dead stop in a clearly wet puddle of some
If that were to happen later on in the period, that was a goal.
Yeah, slides all the way in.
But if you guys play here, you guys understand how wet the ice gets.
Humidity barn, my guy. 100%.
Yeah, I got to be the professional one.
UAB doing a good job of keeping the puck in the Georgia Southern zone here. Georgia Southern chips it up and out, and here we go. Number 9, Watt with the puck. Quick shot, kicked aside by the defenseman and the goalie. Fires the puck around. Looks like Broad Dennis works his way over, but UAB retreats. Puck comes out to Dennis. Dennis carries through the neutral zone. Dennis, quick shot, kicked away by the defenseman once again. UAB's D getting really involved here with a lot of blocked shots to start this period. Good back check by Dennis. Back to his D position. Kicks it up. Looks like Corey Ward coming up from the D position. Corey with a huge reversal.
Houdini made him disappear.
Corey Ward with a huge reverse hit there. And
Tripod.
then nearly toe picks it.
He falls down later. It's an after effect. An aftershock.
Giveaway there in the neutral zone by UAB. Oh, quick move to the middle by Dennis, but unfortunately, with a miscommunication there on the pass, UAB comes out of the zone. A lot of stepping backwards and turning back for the puck. I just got to believe the ice is very wet from the humidity. Loose puck in the zone that Georgia Southern apparently decided they didn't even want to try to go for, and UAB gets a big shot right there from the point. A lot of missed pucks here. Another one. Good recovery there, though, by, I can't tell. I'm going to assume it was Damian Spitz because I think he plays D. Puck in the corner. Two Georgia Southern players in there working for it, kicking it loose. UAB comes away with it. Shot to the middle. It floats in there, and UAB still has it. Quick shot. Knocked away by a defender as the goalie was once again out of position there. Hard shot to the middle. Centering. Loose puck. Whistle, and we get a stoppage of play here. A little bit of a scrum there in front of the net. A lot of action here on the Georgia Southern end of the ice this period. UAB doing a good job, keeping some steady pressure on there, taking a lot of, just taking the puck and firing it towards the net here.
Apparently we have the playlist on repeat. I'm going to just keep on playing Turn Down for What?
For what? JJ?
No.
Georgia
John.
Southern with the puck in the corner.
John Watt.
John Watt. Get him, John. I think I called him Waters a minute ago. Sorry, Watt. Georgia Southern clears the zone here, and coming with a little bit of speed is Damian Spitz up the boards. Chipped away, Brody Jajeski unable to hold it, and UAB comes out through the neutral zone. Rob Cooch a little tangled up, but quick recovery and forces UAB to the corner and then takes the puck away. Chips it up, but again, Georgia Southern struggling to get the puck out of the zone. Good poke check there by Kenny Smith. Oh, pass behind, but just a little bit off. Big shot by Matt Pellegrino. Goalie knocks it wide. Well, it looks like it's stick. UAB recovers and just chips it through the neutral zone. UAB looking gassed and ready for a change. Georgia Southern retreats. Looking for a quick play up the ice is Rob Cooch and Damian Spitz. Looks like an offsides there as Brody Jajeski thought they were going to make the zone and just got a little too far in.
Do you think the frustration is settling in for UAB? 5-0 in the first.
They don't look frustrated. They looked very intent to throw a lot of pucks on net these first 4 minutes or so. So UAB very, very, very dissatisfied seemingly with their inability to get a lot of shots on net in the first period, making a very, very concerted effort to put pucks on the net here so far in this second period.
UAB is really holding their composure better than the captain on the 40-plus zeros team for sure right now.
Agreed. Back to the game in relevant comments. Shot that kind of muddled its way there, and Kyler makes a save. And even though that wasn't the most impressive shot, if you were to talk to a lot of goalies, they would tell you sometimes those flutterers are harder to save because you're used to stuff coming at you full speed. When it comes up as a changeup, it makes it a little difficult.
I'm really sorry. I'm just having a hard time with this music right now.
Music's kind of rough. But that's okay. It is Georgia Southern. They are the Southern school. So we just need to see if some of the student section is really enjoying it. Looks like a quick whistle here off the draw. And probably referees may even be a little irritated with the music selection. And here we go. Puck drop, won by UAB. Quick shot on net. Looked like an easy glove save by Kyler Rhodes. I'm not sure if the fans are clapping for the shot or clapping for the save. But they're clapping.
They got the clap. What is this garbage?
Jack!
And here we go. Another face-off in the same face-off circle as the last two times. Won by Georgia Southern. UAB quick in, fights for the puck. Georgia Southern breaks it up, keeps it behind the net. Good attempts by UAB there, though. Steady, trying to get the puck on net. Quick pass across the middle. Quick move by Grant Dye, who's in the slot. Quick shot and a goal!
Boo made the assist.
Assisted by Pete Rossi. Oh, he was doing the waggle for us. Grant Dye doing a celebratory shout-out to the broadcast crew, the waggle. But looks like he got a little hung up by his own teammates. Grant Dye with the goal there. Beautiful pass play from Pete Rossi at the blue line, and I'm not sure which defender fired it up to Pete Rossi, but should be a couple of assists on that good play
Great
there.
assist by P Unit.
E unit.
instead of G unit.
I get it. I understand the reference. It's just weird.
Rue, is that weird?
Yes.
It's not weird, Rue.
I don't think we have to wait for that answer from Rue.
Your Georgia Southern goal, scored by number 91, Grant Dodd. Assisted by number 27, Pete Rossi. Time of the goal, 4:32. Dive from Rossi at 4:32.
A little bit of extracurriculars going on here between Pete Rossi and Clausen.
Heavy C.
It's a K.
Oh, is it heavy K?
Yeah. And
Probably saying, hey, your jersey's spelled wrong. Your last name's spelled wrong on your
Yeah.
jersey.
quick spin around shot there by UAB. But puck clears the zone. Quick shot on net. Here again, I'm not really sure why when plays are offside, they are not blowing that dead when it's a shot on the goalie. Julian Perino, quick move between the legs, back to the middle. Not quite connecting on the pass, though, but Georgia Southern maintains possession. Quick shot, deflected high and back behind the net. Pete Rossi kicks it out to the corner. Southern maintains control, skates the blue line. Quick shot by Caden Lemoyne, deflection by Pete Rossi, up high on the glass. UAB fires it out and around. Broken up by Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern behind the net with Pete Rossi. Pete Rossi moving, dancing to the goal line, works his way up to Caden Lemoyne. Caden Lemoyne across to Grant Dye. Grant Dye deep in the corner with the puck. Back up to the point. Looks like Broad Dennis. Dennis back to Perino. Perino now working the corner slowly behind the net. Quick attempt to chip it up and over the goalie by Grant Dye, unable to work. Puck comes all the way out. Looks like we're going to get an icing call here.
That was a great shift by those guys right there.
Lot of talking happening now between both teams. Yeah, not much I can say about that other than that.
Let us know where you guys are from, who you're watching, who you're supporting in the comments on our stream channel.
UAB attempts to clear. Georgia Southern unable to hold in, and Clausen comes out of the zone. Quick shot on the goalie, and Kyler makes a save. The camera's not that big. You don't have to duck.
Yeah,
You're
you
good.
don't have to
You're
duck.
good. Quick face-off won by Georgia Southern here around the boards. Kenny Smith retreats, recovers the puck. Skates, turns, puck sticks to the ice again. Quick pass, and thankfully out of the zone. Brody Jajeski works his way outside, inside, quick move into the slot, loses his footing but maintains control of the puck, cycles around. Georgia Southern having a little tough time with passes this shift, a lot of passes into skates of each guy.
Just wide.
Broderick Dennis works his way to the middle and takes a shot that fires wide, but Georgia Southern maintains control of the puck in the corner. Quick centering attempt there by Kenny Smith, broken up by UAB. UAB in the corner now. UAB breaks it up, carries it out, and here comes UAB. A little 2-on-2 action with some back checking from Georgia Southern. Chips the puck in. Damian Spitz gets there first. Squeezed in the corner by UAB. Puck comes working its way back up the near side boards. Back down in the corner. Quick hit by Dennis, and a trip is coming now after Dennis hooks the guy in the feet. Quick shot goes wide. UAB is going to recover. Georgia Southern is going to be on a penalty kill here as UAB sends the goalie to the bench. And attempts to work it up. A lot of bodies all over the ice here. Definitely should probably be too many men as you had quite a few there. But Georgia Southern touched it up, and we'll see what we're going to get the call here. If we're going to get two or just one. Broderick Dennis is definitely going to the box for tripping.
You know, if you look at the body language between the benches, Georgia Southern, no one's sitting down. Everyone is just standing up, really into the game. And then you look at UAB, and everyone's sitting. Long faces. They they have a shorter bench. They have a shorter bench as well.
To be fair, UAB looks like a little bit of a light bench. Maybe, from the counts of it, maybe two full forward lines on the bench. Georgia Southern looks like they brought a small army on the bench.
It looks like a 40-plus bench versus a A-League bench, as in amount of players on the bench.
Not really sure what that reference exactly means, but that's okay. Georgia Southern able to dump the puck down. UAB forced to reset behind their own net. Here comes UAB. Ooh, and Unt just misses on the pass there. Looks like Georgia Southern's going to recover. Rob Cooch fires the puck right in front of his own net.
Oh, my gosh.
Giving everyone in the audience a little bit of a heart attack. But
looked like Ponton last night shooting at our own goalie.
But the puck clears the zone, and UAB forced to reset and restart again. UAB as well struggling with passes that just aren't quite crisp. Broken up here by Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern, Grant Dye works his puck through the neutral zone. Julian Perino kicks the puck back, well, not quite to Caden Lemoyne, and Caden Lemoyne concedes that Julian Perino can hang on to it. Puck dumped all the way down by Julian Perino. UAB forced to reset. A lot of activity there. It looked like a hand pass that didn't get turned into a hand pass, but then was still in offsides. So we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to have the face-off just outside of Georgia Southern's defensive zone here. UAB about a minute or so left on this power play for them. Unable to really establish the zone and get much going so far. We'll see if they don't get some fresh legs out there and see if they can't change some of that. UAB wins the face-off, but Georgia Southern able to sneak away with the puck there and chip it deep. Rob Cooch again going with the approach of maybe I can shoot the puck into a more dangerous place this time. Rob Cooch with a big hit down low. Kind of brought his hands up, but no call there. Looks like Caden Lemoyne behind the net comes out with it and chips it up and out. Broderick Dennis is out of the net, quickly onto the loose puck. Oh, attempts a pass behind his back and unable to connect there. Watt with a quick pass, or was that Spitz? Spitz with a quick pass, but nobody home there in the slot. Looks like we're going to get a non-icing call as the goalie covers it and we get a whistle.
Oh, my gosh, you guys are on the camera. I'm just kidding.
If you're okay, yep. Roderick Dennis came out of the box so fast he forgot to close the door. It happens sometimes. We don't have, again, at the Humidity Barn, we don't have penalty box attendants here, and the scorekeeper and musical instrument controller down there don't have access to those boxes either to help out with those doors closing. Georgia Southern maintains control in the neutral zone, dumps in. Looks like we get no icing here, and UAB retreats and recovers. Works it around. Looks like UAB is going to work their way out of the zone, but another bad pass, and Georgia Southern recovers. Yeah, Georgia Southern with a bad pass directly towards UAB. A little confusing as to why things like that keep happening. But apparently it's both teams are equal opportunity bad passers at the moment, so... Fight for the puck along the near boards here, and UAB comes away with it. That's Clausen with a quick move to the middle, but unable to maintain control of the puck. Quick pass to the middle, deflected away by the goalie. That went up and out of play there. Kenny Smith working up the ice, chips the puck, and just a little high, and we get a whistle. That face-off is going to come all the way back into the zone for Georgia Southern. To the right of the goalie here, on the player side of the rink, 9:25 left in the second period, 6-0 Georgia Southern. Face-off won by UAB, but Georgia Southern right in the mix. UAB comes away with it, turns, attempts a pass, but unable to get it there. Another pass broken up by Georgia Southern, but unable to maintain control. Caden Lemoyne in the corner, chips it up, but UAB holds it in, dumps it back in deep, and UAB has the puck behind the net. Quick centering pass, but no one home, and Georgia Southern content to now ice the puck. Again, not the move I would make there. I would think, maybe just dump it into the zone and then go chase it. But,
Well, that's the difference
Everybody's
between
got their
an
own
elite
style.
player and
Just an idiot on a podcast? Yeah, I got
yeah.
you. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because watch what's going to happen. That play just created something to happen.
Yeah, a face off like 80 feet closer to your goalie than it should have been. 100%.
Yeah.
There we go. Face off won cleanly by UAB. Quick shot deflected out in front. Great job. GSU bench really giving it up for these guys that are playing on this line. A lot of hard work, a lot of high effort guys out there right now. Broderick Dennis carrying the puck, but taken away by a great poke check by the UAB player. Big hit by Georgia Southern there, but the puck comes up and is recovered by Georgia Southern. Looks like Caden Lemoyne carrying the puck up the ice. A lot of work on his own. Quick shot. Great save by the goalie. This is where you want the face-off at if you're Georgia Southern, is in the offensive end of the ice. Looks like we're going to get the dynamic trio of Dye, Perino, and Rossi. Out there for Georgia Southern. Back on defense, it looks like Matt Pellegrino and one Robert Cooch. UAB carries the puck up. Big 3-on-1 opportunity here. Stick handles kicked away by Kyler. Great save and no rebound. Wonderful kick away there. Matt Pellegrino with a big hit there in the corner. And Pellegrino for Georgia Southern comes away with the puck. Chips it up and out, and Pete lets it ride right by him. Dumped all the way back in. No icing call after it was initially held up as icing.
That is confusing for me.
It happens that way sometimes. UAB recovers the puck in their own zone and works their way out. Again, not the crispest of passing. Rob Cooch kicks it up to Grant Dye. Grant Dye circles back with possession in his own zone with a little bit of speed here, and here comes Grant working his way up the ice. Ooh, gets a high stick up around his neck, it looked like there, but no whistle on that one. Pete Rossi with a good forecheck after the puck's coughed up. Here comes Julian Perino, takes the puck away. Perino cycling with control. Puck rolling. Good news is with a rolling puck, it's probably not going to stick to the wet ice. Big two-person hit that dislodges the puck from UAB there. Rob Cooch with the puck, chips it to the boards and out. Looks like Pete Rossi carries the puck in backwards, dumped the pucks deep. Quick centering attempt by Julian Perino
nice
that
tip
finds its
in.
way to the Matt Pellegrino at the point, who fires it in. And did you see who tipped it?
I did not see who tipped it, but I just saw my fondue boo talk to Heavy too.
Yeah. Pete continuing to try to incite a riot on the ice here, it looks like. Referee seems to be explaining that when the puck goes into the back of the net, it is in fact a goal. UAB not happy with that decision. 7-0 here with 7:04 left to play in the second period for Georgia Southern.
For Georgia Southern goal, scored by number 6, Matt
Corey Houdini Ward on the ice with a little bit of forechecking pressure here.
89, Julian
UAB makes the zone. Georgia Southern breaks it up.
Perino, 12:56.
Watt with the puck. Attempt dumped in is broken up by UAB.
7-0.
UAB comes out with a 3-on-2 going the other way, working their way through neutral ice, but good breakup there by defense, number 7, Caden Lemoyne. Chips it forward. Corey Ward with a good cover there for Caden Lemoyne on D. Chips the puck in and then attempts to put some forechecking pressure on UAB here. UAB with a long pass to make their way into the neutral zone. Fires the puck. Looked to be firing it wide. Intercepted by his own player's leg, which is then kicked on net, and Kyler makes a quick save. Is that a shot on net?
It would be a shot on net.
That's incredible. Who gets the shot on net? Number 2? He's the one that shot it, but he hit 87 of his own team in the leg. Well, technically 87 stuck his leg in front of it. So 87 gets the shot? It wasn't a kicking motion.
What if it went in? Would that be, I guess if it's not a kicking motion, it would still be a goal.
I think it would be a debate. Georgia Southern lifts the puck high and out of the zone, and UAB retreats and recovers. Georgia Southern with some good, steady forechecking pressure here, but UAB continuing to be able to get the puck loose and out of the zone. Cade Lemoyne with a good pinch. Behind the back pass. Oh, and Corey
Latini.
Ward thought the puck was going to be taken away, but in fact, the puck was not taken away. UAB lifts the puck high up and into Georgia Southern zone. Caden Lemoyne with it, working the puck up the ice. Caden Lemoyne doing a little bit too much here and nearly loses the puck. But a little bit of tic-tac-toe, and here comes Caden with the puck anyways. Hits the brakes. Pass to the D who is coming into the zone. Kenny Smith carries the puck along the near boards. Georgia Southern with the puck still down low. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, your broadcast team cannot see into the glass. So I'm really not sure what's going on other than a little bit of a fight for the puck. Shot that kind of fans on us here as Watt has the puck. Forgive us, folks. We've had some equipment dying here. This is the wrong plug. Oh,
It is the right cord if you're just listening to that. Holland has a hard time putting the square into the circle. So, big shot. Stoppage of play. Pellegrino with the shot from the point.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. This broadcast will not come to an abrupt and unceremonious halt. Totally missed that reference. That was good.
What's that?
I said this broadcast won't come to an abrupt and unceremonious halt. This day has been saved. Face off in UAB zone 1 by Brody Jajeski and Georgia Southern. Jajeski cycling and circling. Holds the puck along the near boards. Works it wide to the D man. Looks like Matt Pellegrino fires a shot but misses near side. Kenny Smith with a quick backhand pass to the slot, broken up by UAB, and here comes UAB out of the zone to the neutral zone. UAB carrying the puck into the offensive zone. Quick shot just behind the net. Georgia Southern recovers and works their way out of their zone now. Fight for the puck along the near boards. Puck finally comes loose, and UAB chips it back in deep. UAB to the puck first in the corner, but Georgia Southern arrives and takes the puck away.
Yeah, you saved the day.
Roderick Dennis with a quick carry and shot that gets deflected behind the net. Damian Spitz behind the net, kicks the puck out in front, but nobody there. Roderick Dennis recovers, carries, makes the zone, works his way past
Nice
one.
dangle.
Another
Nice
quick
shot.
shot, tackled into the goalie's legs.
It's a pile up. Now it's a dry hump. Looks like a Jeremy Abdu, Brent Midwood Selly without this goal in there. Big hit.
UAB's goalie definitely a little rattled on that. He was still fixing his face mask there. Good 30 seconds after
Another
he
big
and
hit.
the Georgia Southern player got tangled up.
3 minute, 8 seconds.
Looks like we're going to get a hand pass whistle here, it looks like. So just a dead puck. We're going to get a face off, I believe, just outside of the Georgia Southern zone. Face off won by Georgia Southern, chipped ahead. Number 22. Nick Fawcett unable to maintain control. Cade Lemoyne fighting for some body position for the puck. And a little bit of help there. And the puck chips out and back into UAB's zone. UAB cycling now pretty well, moving the puck around. Rob Cooch recovers, but unable to maintain possession of the puck. Quick move to the middle. Quick shot through a lot of traffic, and Kyler makes a great save from his stomach. Puck chipped up and out, and are we going to get an icing? We are not going to get an icing. I don't know. It's kind of weird. UAB recovers, and here comes UAB. Rob again reaches for the puck, but unable to quite grab it. 87 for UAB grabs. Quick shot, but just wide. And the puck clears the zone.
You know why it's not an icing? Just like it wasn't a cross check to the face last night. Just doesn't happen. If you can't see it, it doesn't happen.
If you don't see it, it's not a penalty. UAB with the puck. Attempted dangle. Rob Cooch takes it away. Great break up there by Rob. Julian Perino, quick move, quick shot, and it looks like he fanned on it because that thing had nothing on it. UAB recovers and content to chip it out. Little D-to-D passing going on. A lot of time as UAB is making some changes here. Pete Rossi works his way in. Quick attempted pass, but good D play by UAB there. Little banging on the boards there with the boys. Quick pass to the point. Caden Lemoyne pass back down the near boards to Pete Rossi. Pete Rossi behind the net, Julian Perino. Julian Perino attempts to come back in front. Doesn't make it. Pete fights through and gets the puck. Georgia Southern still with the puck. UAB standing really flat-footed right now. All 5 guys down below the face-off dots. Not good at all. Puck back to the point. Should get a quick hard shot here from the point. Shot on the ground, deflected up into the goalie, and we're going to get a whistle here. Good puck movement by Georgia Southern, but man, UAB was dying for a change on that shift. They should be getting a wholesale change here. They got 3 guys coming, but only 2 guys leaving. So maybe somebody already made their way to the bench. Yeah, UAB looked gassed at the tail end of that shift. Georgia Southern leaving the same 5 out there. They're going to see if they can tack one more on here late in this second period. 1:14 left in the period, 7-0 Georgia Southern. Face-off won by UAB, but given right back to Georgia Southern. Julian Perino cycles it back to the point. Quick shot from Matt Pellegrino.
Fair.
But he looks like the broadcast crew and duffs the snot out of it. GSU recovers the puck in the corner. Chips the puck out, but that's a giveaway. Quick shot from a bad angle, and the goalie makes a good save there. 52 seconds left here in the second period. Georgia Southern 7, UAB 0.
Quick shot. Nice save by Kyler.
Loose puck still as he didn't quite have it under his glove. A lot of heat coming his way, but good defense there by Matt Pellegrino. Good recovery by Kyler. A little scary, but a good save. Face off to the goalie's left here. Nearest boards to us. 46 seconds left in the second period. Quick win by UAB. Quick pass to the slot to the point. Oh, attempted movement. Good movement there. Broderick Dennis quick up to Grant Dye. Grant Dye with the puck. Pass across to Pete Rossi. Pete Rossi. Quick shot. Top cheese. And he scores. And Pete Rossi taking a bow to the boys on the bench. I'm going to be honest. UAB looked like they had a good opportunity to get a good shot from the point there. They elected to try to make one more pass. Georgia Southern intercepted it, and it was a jailbreak headed the other direction. Tough break for UAB, but the hometown boys put another one in the back of the net, and it is now 8-0, 34 seconds left here in this second period. Face-off won by UAB and chipped ahead, but Georgia Southern quickly knocks it back into the neutral zone. Georgia Southern with a lot of forechecking pressure, but UAB carries the puck through the middle, but unable to continue to carry. Caden Lemoyne has the puck, works his way through the neutral zone, inside-outside move, another quick move. To the point. Looks like Corey Ward with a quick shot. Makes its way through, but doesn't find the net. 1 second left here, and that's the end of the second period, ladies and gentlemen. 8-0. The hometown boys, Georgia Southern, are up here at the end of the second period. A lot of yelling on the ice, and I really can't tell you which bench it's coming from, to be perfectly honest.
8-0.
Rafter shots here, brought to you courtesy of our friends from the...
No, we're...
It's perfectly fine. You're good.
90. That finally. All right, enjoy the game. Tell your boyfriend that he needs to start listening to our podcast more often. All right. I'll just hit
As you should be. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Third period here. No, I just unmuted it. Your secret's safe with me. Abdu just spent the entire intermission trying to steal Caden Lemoyne's girlfriend away from him as they have the dead in common. That is the Grateful Dead. We're just kidding, Caden. He wasn't trying to steal it because he's old and you guys are young.
She pretty much hit my age right on the. It's like, how old do you think? You ass. I hate when you ask that question. I hate when you do that. But she's like,
well, the only reason I said it was because she was like, I'm 22. And like, I go to all this stuff and you guys were talking. I was like, does she think you're in your 20s?
That would have been great.
That would have been hilarious.
Well, I've been listening to
What
the
was she their name
broadcast. Caroline, I don't know.
My man just spent 20 minutes talking to her, doesn't even know her name.
Look, I'm getting LSD flashbacks. I can't remember.
Caden Lemoyne's girlfriend. Shout out Caden, number 7 for Georgia Southern. Great defenseman, had an unassisted goal early on in the game, and has been having one heck of a game. So his girlfriend was gracious enough to stop by the broadcast booth and chat with us for a few minutes here. Well, not really us, just Abdu, about some Grateful Dead experiences at the concert, in the parking lot, everything in between.
Everything in between, and songs
that are better than what we've been hearing
a
here.
lot better than the music that we're listening to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the third and final period here tonight. 8-0. Georgia Southern at the moment. UAB ready to go. Georgia Southern is still trying to figure out who's going to play where, and for some weird reason, had a conversation with one of the referees. Oh, I think we have no goalie out here just yet. Yeah, we're waiting on our goalie. Goalie must have had to use the bathroom or something. You know how it is if you're a goalie, you got all that. Well, you got a goalie and you got all that gear and you got to go TT. Sometimes you got to take all that stuff.
He may have had the Zunzi's Conquistador,
That's
which
right.
wasn't so good for
And
his back door.
it's not.
It was good for my back door. I had it last night. Fine. I actually clogged the toilet from the Conquistador. You know why? It's because I get those free birthdays. I get those free birthday sandwiches and we're off.
And we're underway here in the third period.
UAB myself like Grant did when we were to the podcast.
I should have
pulled up a number 2.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like the puck's moving a little crisper here in the third period. Referees seem to be talking to the Zam driver here between periods and asking them to do mostly dry cut so we have less puddles out there. Again, here live in the humidity barn in Savannah, a lot of water on the ice for that second period. Georgia Southern controls the puck in their own end. Now working the puck up the near boards through the neutral zone. Kenny Smith with the puck deep in the zone, but gives it away. UAB carries the puck behind their net. Psych. Back up the near boards comes UAB with the puck. And out of the zone through the neutral zone. Georgia Southern with a good pinch there. Number 7, Caden Lemoyne. Working our way up the ice. Here comes Watt with a quick, hard shot that goes whizzing by the net and then bounces over a couple of UAB players' sticks. Caden Lemoyne with some great pressure from his defensive spot. Gets hit, but keeps fighting for that puck. Great leg drive there by Caden Lemoyne, working hard for the puck, but UAB able to get it and clear it.
Well, very close to too many men on the ice.
For who? UAB?
I'm sorry, for UAB.
Broderick Dennis with the puck. Nice, nifty move through a couple of UAB players. Quick shot, but again, another deflection by the defense there. But Dennis for the first man to the puck behind the net. UAB with a good hit, but Dennis still with the puck behind the net. Quick pass to the middle. Quick shot from number 22 there for Georgia Southern, but not quick enough and not good enough. And UAB able to turn that one aside and get possession of the puck. UAB attempts to clear it, but unable to do so, and Georgia Southern pinches it back in deep. UAB up, around, out, but not before UAB's player gets absolutely dumped by Matt Pellegrino.
Ooh!
Quick shot after Kyler came way out to play the puck, but good recovery, quick save, and the puck comes up, out, quick shot back in, but deflected out of the zone completely and all the way back into UAB's zone. Good four-second pressure here by Georgia Southern. Julian Perino now on the ice, carrying the puck and settling things down here a bit, cycling all the way back behind his net. Long stretch pass to Dennis. Dennis attempts to go across ice, but broken up by UAB. UAB makes his own quick shot across the ice. Kyler picks it up in his glove, and we get a whistle. 17:15 left to play here in the third period. 8-0, Georgia Southern.
Music sucks.
I'm okay with this one. It's all right. It's not bad. It's some Southern rock. I'm good with Southern rock.
But you see, if you're okay with this one, then he's going to stick with this genre. And then
He's been with this genre the entire game.
it's that 80s part that he has going on in his hair.
Face-off won by UAB, but Georgia Southern maintains and kicks it out of the zone. Quick move off the boards by Grant Dye. Grant Dye works his way in by himself, turns around, and then is immediately knocked down by the referee.
Caught between the referee's legs.
Yeah, the puck got knocked away by the referee's skate, and then Grant got knocked over by the referee. Here comes Grant up the ice. Julian Perino, far side, or near side, sorry. Quick shot. Goalie swats at it, misses it, and it goes up and over. Looks like P. Rossi is slamming and bamming over there right in front of the UAB bench. He got his foot stuck on the guy's stick. Oh, big attempt at a hit and an absolute miss there by number 96. Centering pass, deflected almost in the net. Quick shot from the slot there by UAB, kicked aside by the goalie, Kyler Rhodes, again for Georgia Southern. Pucked him up along the wall, comes out to the slot, nobody's ready or there. Caden Lemoyne chips it up, and Pete Rossi chips it out. Looks like Julian Perino with an attempted move, but unable to hang on to the puck. Julian Perino takes away, makes his own. Quick move. One more. Behind the net. Up to the point. Matt Pellegrino attempts to throw it to the net, but broken up by UAB. Great stick by Rob Cooch there, who breaks it away, breaks up the one-on-one opportunity there for UAB. Matt Pellegrino with the puck, passes it right to the UAB player's skate. Chips it up to Corey Houdini Ward. Corey with a little bit of pressure coming behind the net. Here comes UAB. A couple of good passes to the neutral zone. UAB's made the zone. Big hit by Georgia Southern along the boards there and dislodges the puck. Corey Ward comes in. I think he was ready for the hit, and UAB player never arrived there, so Corey just ended up on the ground. Big scrum there with Corey Ward still on the ground. Works his way up and out of there now, as does the puck. UAB recovers back in their own zone. Cross-ice pass through the neutral zone. Quick chip in, but to Georgia Southern. Backhand pass by Rob Cooch. Picked up by UAB. Quick shot, kicked aside by Kyler Rhodes. Pass through the middle, nobody home. Rob Cooch recovers. Delays, passes. Good pass, but gets through two or three Georgia Southern sticks. Attempted clear by UAB, taken away by Georgia Southern. Worked down low by Watt. Watt held up in the boards and dumped there. Corey Ward comes in, takes a shot, maintains control of the puck, works it back behind the net, and UAB's got the puck again. Chips it up and out, but right to Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern chips it back into the zone, and UAB recovers. Both teams changing here as they slow the pace of play a little bit. UAB dumps it in, but immediately recovered by Georgia Southern. Broderick Dennis, who works his way up the ice very quickly, fake shot, recovers, attempts a near side shot, rings the post and kicks right back out. Recovered by Jajeski. Jajeski dancing in the corner, still maintained control of the puck, works to the point. Kenny Smith, quick shot through, no deflection, kicked aside by the defenseman there. Fight for the puck along the boards, chipped out by UAB, chipped back across by Rob Cooch. Broderick Dennis with the puck. Cross-ice pass, skips through a bunch of sticks, and it looks like we're going to get an icing here from UAB, and we do.
Finally, they call an icing. Finally, they call an icing.
It's the first icing of this period. It's the only one. They only waved off one. 13:33 to go here in the third period.
See what you did?
Yeah, you give the music man one compliment, and he goes back to some nonsense music. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
All we need is a little bit of Grateful Dead, and it's a whole different kind of game we got going on with these green lights.
Quick puck to the middle, but nobody home for Georgia Southern. Puck clears the zone, and Georgia Southern now maintains possession. D-to-D quick pass, light dump in, and here comes some forechecking pressure from Georgia Southern. Puck still in the UAB defensive zone. UAB carries the puck. Big hit coming, wisely pulled up by number 13 for UAB and dumps the puck in. Cade Lemoyne, long stretch pass to Damian Spitz, who unable to handle it, but Brody Jajewski comes in and also unable to handle the puck. Looks like Broderick Dennis retreating to catch this puck. Attempts to chip it up the boards. Looks like the puck stayed down low behind the net, off the side of the net, actually. Broderick Dennis with a quick move, and he's out of the zone. Content to dump it in wide. Brody Jajewski hard on the puck. Into the corner, chips back to his own player there, number 9, I believe, number Watt. Or no, sorry, Damian Spitz, number 6. Loses possession, UAB maintains possession. A little bit of a tangle up there in front of the net.
The caboose.
Southern, quick moves by Cade Lemoyne, gets knocked loose there, but not before he gets a pass, but unable to finish there is Brody Jajewski, who is now skating off the ice, a little dejected. Not sure what's going on with the way we're changing here for Georgia Southern. UAB dumps the puck out, and Cade Lemoyne recovers. That was a nice pass that number 35 didn't even realize he was going to touch. That's how you stop an icing. You just hit your own guy with this puck. He just scored it. Live update here for you, ladies and gentlemen, who might not be watching, but Ovechkin, the great 8, has just scored his 894th goal and has now tied the record with Wayne Gretzky, 1 game quicker than Wayne Gretzky got to his 894. Georgia Southern struggling to get the puck out of the zone, but now finally does clear the zone and backs their way into the offensive zone. Some attempted dangles that don't quite go the way they wanted them to, and here comes UAB the other direction. Defensive whiff and a light shot on net. Great save by Kyler. Alert and moving. I don't have time to text the people back that are texting me, but unfortunately, when you're up 8-0, sometimes things just don't stop.
We just want our fondue boo to get a hattie. You holding my hand now?
No.
Yeah, No what?
Look, there's no camera on us. We can do what we want to. Great recovery there by Broderick Dennis. I keep trying to give this guy 2 first names.
Oh!
Absolute hammer of a shot by what looks to be, is that Grant Dye. An absolute heater. An absolute missile from Grant Dye to put him up 9-0. Georgia Southern 9, UAB 0. 11 minutes left in this third period. Grant Dye, good friend of the show, surprise guest on this last show. If you haven't gone and seen it, go check us out. We are the Dump and Skate Podcast, worldwide podcast.
If you're watching the podcast, you can tell number 27, he squats.
It's his glutes, guys. It's his glutes he's referring to. Broderick Dennis with some great quick moves through. A quick shot, again deflected by the defenseman. UAB doing a great job of staying in front of shots. And Pete Rossi being an absolute menace, throwing kids around on the ice here. Just anyone that touches the puck within his radius, he's probably going to hit you. I would apologize, but you knew what you signed up for. Rob Cooch apparently saw the hit coming, wasn't thrilled about it, reached his hands out and tangles with the guy, who then throws back, and Rob's hands got a little tangled up in his helmet, and inadvertently the guy's helmet comes off. Big salute to Rob there, getting a little heated in the corner.
You got to get on the stat somehow. You got to get on the score sheet somehow.
Hey.
Might as well be a penalty.
Looks like the one and only Rob Cooch is going to go to the box for 2 minutes for roughing. I don't think that was that vicious of a shove to the head. I'm pretty sure number 8 or 9 probably just didn't have his chin strap buckled.
18, Rob Cooch. 2 minutes for interference.
Yeah, that's a good call. Rob, I think, thought the hit was coming, and instead of trying to play the puck, stepped right towards the hit. Probably going to get the interference call every single time on that.
Either that, or he just wanted to talk to his good friend Jeff Long. Tell him that the music sucks.
Yeah, that's probably what was really going on. Put me in the box so I can straighten this music out. Georgia Southern heavy forecheck here, even though they're down a man. Kyler Rhodes way out of his net and reaching over with his stick to make a save there. A little unorthodox, but hey. Fight along the near boards for the puck, and UAB comes away with it. A little odd puck bounce, but Georgia Southern recovers, carries behind their net, and dumps it out and down. UAB holds it up, though, at neutral ice, and now UAB makes its own. Good passing here by UAB. Attempt to pass towards the slot, but a little slow roller, nobody home, and Kyler Rhodes makes the save. Oh. Puck won by UAB and back through the neutral zone. Nobody able to clear the puck, and finally Georgia Southern does, but just out of the reach of Julian Perino. Quick stretch pass up the ice, but Georgia Southern does a great job of breaking that one up, and UAB unable to come away with the puck. Good passing here by Georgia Southern as they're down a man, working the puck, continue to try to work the clock and get back to even strength here. Julian Perino fires the puck all the way down the ice, right on net. And Kenny Smith with some hustle is going to draw a whistle there. Going to get a defensive zone draw here for UAB, even though they're still on the power play. UAB still struggling a bit to get some good puck movement here all game long. Had a good flurry there to start the second period, but really just looking pretty tired in this third period. As we've stated before, they're working with a slightly shorter bench than what Georgia Southern has. It's probably a travel day for these guys, so some tired legs, I'm sure, coming into effect here late in this game. Face-off won by Georgia Southern out of the zone. Defenseman retreats and dumps it all the way back down, and UAB resets. We see in the penalty box, Georgia Southern looks like they should be getting ready to be back to even strength here directly. Errant pass here, recovered by Julian Perino and dumped back in. UAB forced to reset once again. UAB carries it out of the zone, into the zone. Big hip check there by Georgia Southern. And Georgia Southern recovers the puck. That's the end of that penalty, and we've got Georgia Southern all even now. Cade Lemoyne working his way up the ice in the defensive position. Works his way to the middle. Makes his way, but loses control of the puck there. UAB gets control, but Georgia Southern controls at the blue line. Good hard work. Quick saucer pass about chest high and knocked away by UAB. UAB chips it up, out. Georgia Southern forced to recover. Wise play, kicking it all the way back there to Broderick Dennis. Broderick Dennis saucer pass, but picked off by UAB. Number 10 for Georgia Southern blew a tire out there at the blue line. UAB maintains possession of the puck. UAB attempts a stretch pass, picked off by Broderick Dennis. Quickly up ice, quick shot, nice shot. Saved by the goalie. Goalie made the initial save, but didn't squeeze it and kicked it wide and didn't realize where it had gone to. Goalie looks gassed after that one. If there was a hand on hips like thing, that was it. Goalie
Body
hunched over.
Yeah.
Goalie hunched over on his leg pads there after that save. Not sure that it hurt him necessarily, but I think he is tired. Cross ice pass goes to nobody, but Georgia Southern recovers, maintains possession. Quick pass across, quick shot, going back far corner and unable to connect. Pete Rossi with the puck down low now, works it back out to Grant Dye. Dye with the puck. Dye back to Rossi. Broken up by UAB, kicked back around, but it looks like Georgia Southern's going to maintain control again. Dennis works his way into the middle. Nifty moves, unable to finish. UAB clears and ices.
Really good puck control there for their power play.
Goalie came out and played it, so the icing was waved off.
Power play, I'm sorry. Ooh. Didn't that go out? Thought that went home.
No, we got speed. UAB up now with numbers, 3-on-2 here. Pass, what pass? And the one-man effort gets the UAB Blazers on the board. That looks like number 87 with a lot of individual effort there, but puts the boys on his back, breaks the shutout. 6:13 left in the third period, 9-1, Georgia Southern. Good individual goal. I'll give credit there. A lot of individual effort. Probably should have passed it since this was a 3-on-2, but in typical beer league fashion, forget that. We're going ham. Corey Ward throwing some bodies, tries to carry the puck, unable to do so, but a beautiful Mohawk turn and recovers the puck. Oh, and it gets dropped from behind, but gets a goal! Houdini with the assist. Number 10, very excited about this goal. Ryan Brooks pointing at calling his own goal, and looks like he's going to get a 2-minute penalty for pointing his own goal. Oh, we're sorry, folks. That's not funny, but it is funny. Yeah, he just got a 2 and a 10 for pointing at his own goal. He turned around, pointed, and called his own goal. It's not the first time that a Georgia Southern player has pointed at the goal. That was probably the most obvious one.
That was some hard work by Houdini. He really dug in.
He took a huge hit.
He did. Well, he kept it in there. He sacrificed his body and his magic wand to make the play happen.
Georgia Southern here now on a penalty kill for the next couple of minutes. I believe it's just 2 minutes.
Do you think that tomorrow's game is going to be any different than tonight? A little more chippy?
UAB might have a little better rested legs tomorrow. I hope they do, for UAB's sake. They are very, very tired looking currently. Rebound, cleared out. We're getting the announcer who is now calling the UAB goal that happened approximately 7 minutes ago.
Corey Ward. They did not give Corey Ward the assist.
You're working on it, ladies and gentlemen.
Ryan Brooks, assisted by number 20, Corey Ward.
My bad. They're announcing the UAB goal. That is my fault. I'm sorry.
Maybe in another 7 minutes when the game is over, he'll announce what that penalty was. I think he was looking through his play. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you should just listen to your Oh, big hit up around the ear hole there behind the net. Potentially dangerous hit there down low. Brody Jajeski not happy about that at all. No call, play goes on. Georgia Southern with the puck, still killing a penalty.
Hey, Jeff, call timeout.
I'm not sure if UAB is aware that they are on the power play, as they were content to let Georgia Southern just stand behind the net. Big hustle coming from the Georgia Southern guys, and here comes Brooks out of the penalty box. That's what you get for selling too hard on your goal, ladies and gentlemen. You get a penalty, so don't do it.
I wouldn't know. I have never had a penalty for selling too hard with my sellies. Although you would think I'd get a game misconduct or a penalty for my sellies.
You probably should get a game misconduct.
Well, in the 40-plus game Pepper scored, the referee said, don't do it, don't do it. All right, there's your warning. And then here I'm thinking, hey, if I score, I'm going to do it. Well, guess what, guys? I didn't score.
On or off the ice, Abdu never scores.
By choice of the other person.
Of everyone he meets.
Everybody in the world.
UAB with a great opportunity here from the point. Delay shot up and over everything, but the puck bounces back. Quick shot back in front and all the way through. A lot of stick activity, a lot of bodies happening here in front of the Georgia Southern's net. That was a self-hit along the boards. Some sloppy play here by Georgia Southern late in this game. 3 minutes left in the third period. Southern working hard to try to clear the zone here. And we're going to get an inadvertent tripping call here. Looks like number 12 for UAB is going to get a tripping call. Was it offsides? It bounced out? Oh, Apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
It's good to know I'm not the only one that makes mistakes. Mr. Perfect, Mr. Wonderful, and the superhuman Jeremy Holland does occasionally.
What time is it?
Bedtime.
9:30?
It's bedtime.
9:30 on March 4th. All right, that's my first mistake for this year. That's fair.
Actually, it's April 4th.
That's fair. April 4th? Even better. I made it farther into this year than I did last year before my first mistake
I'd
was
like
made.
to give a shout out to my mom. Happy birthday, Martha. 77 years old today. Love you.
This is your birthday present. He left you alone for the evening. Such a nice guy. Brody Jajeski with some pressure here for Georgia Southern deep in the UAB zone. Georgia Southern still working the puck in the UAB zone. Works to the point, back down low. Cross ice broken up by UAB. UAB with a little bit of hustle here late. Oh, fanned on the pass. Quick shot kicked aside by the goalie. Rebound attempt. Whiffed on, knocked away, and carried now by Georgia Southern. Cade Lemoyne right up the ice. Big lane for him as he comes up the ice. Works his way in. Quick shot, kicked aside. Great save by the goalie there. Georgia Southern recovers. Broderick Dennis attempts to dangle, can't quite dangle. Quick pass by Lemoyne. Quick shot, blocked by the UAB defense again. Puck dumped down. Looks like we're going to get a icing call here that is then waved off. I think the goalie came out of the crease. Long stretch pass. Jajeski forgets the puck. Kenny Smith whiffs on a hit, and Georgia Southern comes the other way with Damian Spitz. Damian Spitz works to the slot. Quick shot, but right into the belly of the defender who lost the puck. Georgia Southern still maintains possession. Number 9, Watt, fires the puck just wide. Back to the point. Back down low now as UAB and Southern fight for the puck along the boards. That's Houdini working those soccer feet to kick that thing out of there. Looks like we're going to get a puck that goes all the way down. Goalie recovers. Great pass by the goalie there. Beautiful backhand. Cade Lemoyne cross ice pass to his D partner. Broderick Dennis. Back to Cade Lemoyne. Busting up the ice. UAB player tripped over the blue line. It just took a minute for him to finally hit the ground. Slow trickler makes its way through and kicked aside. Somebody needs to tell the announcer he does not need to give us the 1-minute calls.
They do a Ghost Pirates game, so he figures.
This is a Ghost Pirate game? Okay, I just was wondering.
Although it's a Ghost Pirate game, but we don't play the same music as there.
Fair enough. Yeah. Georgia Southern breaks it up in the neutral zone and kicks it back in, but UAB recovers and works their way out of their zone now. UAB content to control the puck. Georgia Southern content to allow them to control the puck here with only about 30 seconds left in the game. Chipped up high and in and on net. Kyler Rhodes looking for that goalie goal, but unable to make it out of his own zone. Georgia Southern chips it out, and UAB will retreat and recover. Just about 10 seconds left in this game. We'll see if they will eat the puck or if they'll come up the ice. Gluttons for punishment. UAB are continuing to hustle up the ice. Here comes number 13. Makes it through the neutral zone, loses the puck, and then trips also over the red line there. That's the final, ladies and gentlemen. 10-1. Your Georgia Southern Eagles take home the W tonight.
Thank you, Miss Carlson, for doing the camera work. Phenomenal job.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow night with another live podcast broadcast of the hometown Georgia Southern Eagles and the visiting UAB Blazers. As you guys watch the boys walk their way through the handshake line. Hopefully everything stays relatively calm through this, as they do have to line up and play against each other again tomorrow. Hopefully the UAB guys can get some good rest tonight, rest those legs. Again, light bench, and hopefully they'll be able to come back tomorrow with a little bit more pep in their step.
You can see that. 235.
Those are your hometown Georgia Southern Eagles boys and girls. Giving a good shout out to the big crowd that's here. really excited about the win tonight. Very happy. We've got players giving away sticks as if they get them for free. They don't. So
I would've
I'm
taken
not
it.
sure.
I
Yeah,
would've taken
I
it,
could
not
use an
gotten
extra stick. I don't know what it was, but maybe I could go down there
I'll
and get
take
it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thanks so much for being here with us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for part 2 of this series. I believe that's Georgia Southern's last game of the season. Is that correct?
It is the last game of the season, last home game of the season, and I'll keep you on an update of my blue cheeseburger.
Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for being with us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.